I had the song on. So the
Good.
next song we are watching is Black Swan.
Yes.
Okay, I do like this song. The art film I was blown away by. Have you
Well, the
seen the art
dancey.
film?
I've only watched the dance thing that they did
Yeah, yeah.
with it.
I think that musically it was so good. So I actually, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just listen to it. Let's just listen to it, and I
Okay.
will bring out my notebook. Okay, so it's Black Swan.
Get ready to do a countdown.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Already sold. I think these instruments are just so beautiful.
It's just so nice to hear traditional instruments in pop, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Like it's eerily beautiful. Like you're wandering in a forest, and isn't it? It just gives you that feeling. The echo is done perfectly as well. It's not too much.
It definitely creates a mood.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I love this song. Love this song. Damn it. Straight up. Ah, I really like this like singing rap thing. It fits this type of song.
I think this song uses their different vocal timbres very well as well.
I agree. At first, I felt that it's going to be a bit too processed, but it sounds actually nice.
I still think it's a little heavy on the processing, but
Yeah.
it's
maybe.
enough that it doesn't ruin the song.
But don't forget that our ears are very trained. We recognize them easily.
True.
But this is beautiful, for example.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
You sound excited.
I love this song, Ben. This is a great song. Honestly, it's like top 15 for me.
Oh wow, what all time?
It could be. I
Damn.
think it's unique. It's very good. I mean, BTS top 15.
Oh, okay.
And this, I saw myself. The lyrics are also very nice. I think it's deep, but it's not too. I'm trying so hard to be artsy.
I didn't really hear half of this English first time around though. It's only now I'm watching a lyric video that I could tell that it was English.
I know. Same happened
I've got a
with
hearing
me.
blind.
But there's the garanja. It just sounds so nice.
This is the part where I think there's too much processing though.
Yeah, I love the harmonies though, but I would enjoy them a bit cleaner.
Yeah,
You get what I mean? Because I think it's
absolutely.
just lovely harmonies.
And we know that they're good enough to hit those perfect anyway.
Yeah.
These pictures are creeping me out though.
I know.
At the top of the screen, like what happened? So yeah, that was Black Swan.
Wonderful. Hey,
Happy Ildi.
happy. I'm very happy. I think. Here's the thing. This song is not supposed to make you happy, right? It's an absolute creative crisis. Not entirely sure. Is this worth it? Every time when you give so much into your art, you feel like you're dying, etc. Actually, here's the thing. I didn't make any notes on this because I was just enjoying it so much. Okay, creative artist death. Okay. Let's just start, Ben, because I'm gonna
Just start. So this is my favorite song off the album. Definitely.
Hey! Yay!
I think it does what it wants to do really well, and it creates a vibe where you can just kind of sit back and bob to it,
Yeah.
and it's chill, but they get to do their rap, they get to do their vocals, everyone gets a decent part. It's just a solid song.
Yeah, I think solid is a very nice way to put it. Because it also feels very even, like everybody gets a say almost. It doesn't feel like it's very heavy on one person's part and like the others are kind of just like doing their addition. I actually loved the concept from the very beginning. So it just, because it's one of those things, as we know, I have an interesting relationship with K-pop and Swan Lake.
Twinkling of paradise, one more your life.
Here's the thing. I've been people who haven't seen that video, like I recommend it. It's funny to see how I suffer.
It's funny to see Ildi angry for the first time in her life.
It's like, oh no, oh well, I can be angry, but
first time in our
yeah
yeah.
Horrific. Anyway, so I've been to with Shimba's Twinkling of Paradise or whatever that was, and I've been telling it like right there and then. I remember it so clearly that I love when they honor a classical piece of music, but like they need to reinterpret it in somehow, like, and just use the concept or something. And like, obviously, one of the album concepts, it's basically about black swans, and they are literally wearing wings and stuff, and it's magnificent, especially for a fan. I'm not saying, Ben, you should have the poster on your wall, but like I certainly will buy an album, so I'm like torn which one to buy. Long story short, I think this was interpreting a classic done right, basically, in terms of that the whole black swan idea, and in terms of that creative and the artist dying. They used a quote about like how the dancers died twice, but at the same time I do kind of agree. I have a limited experience, but I do have some experience when remember when I was living in Oxford, I was doing all the theater stuff, and when I was playing in Antigone. Are you familiar with the play Antigone?
But yeah, I came to watch you do it.
Of course you are. And I remember when in the play my son died, I felt like I'm dying with him. Like in that sense, like, so I remember like when we did later performances in France, like sometimes we were all shaking afterwards. Obviously when first you're professional, you can sometimes like, just put things into boxes and like carry on with life or whatever. But once you get involved very deeply, and you try to give a performance in that way, like you do feel that you are just like a part of your soul is like leaving your body or something through the words that you're singing or through the words that you're saying in the play. So I kind of have an idea of like how that could feel like. So I love the concept from the very beginning. I think it was very tastefully done. The choreography was excellent. I loved both versions, and yeah, I think it's a surprising hit. This song is.
But I feel like that might be why I don't rate it that highly in terms of all-time BTS.
Yeah, but
because I feel like this is one of those, like, on another album, like I would have seen this as like that one song that deserves more love.
Okay, that's an interesting thought.
Whereas in this one, it's my favorite song on the album, but that's more because I don't like much of the album than anything else. Like, it's less to do with this song being absolutely amazing than it is like there just not being that much around it and it being decent, I guess.
Oh yeah. Okay. I get what you mean. I think for me, like
I would compare this song to like maybe like Paradise from Tear, where like I really like it, but I'm not like crazy about it. I'm not like playing it 700 times a day, or like wanting to just listen to it all the time. Like it comes on, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good song, but I don't seek it out, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I do agree with you, kinda, because like I still have to understand like the whole concept of it. Like I know this will sound like a heresy because we love Spotify, but I've been living without Spotify for the past month or something. And I don't know how I'm doing. It's so hard. It's so hard. I'm gonna just decide. Basically, with all the Brexit stuff, the rules are also changing, and like the copyright rules are very different in the EU. So some of the songs, just because of licensing, are not available. So I'm very, very hesitant to switch to European Spotify because I feel like I'm gonna lose half of my playlist. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. But that is just like a personal problem that I'm facing. Oh. Anyway, so I do agree with you that like in terms of like the album concept, even the way they were introducing the new album and the new songs, like I think there has been like 2 songs now that could that you weren't really sure. So is this like an intro? Is this going to be like a standalone piece, or like what's going to give you that feeling? I think it's a very challenging thing to communicate, like a message about the album, because now they are attacking both the ego and the shadow. So you had the ego shadow, like rapper intros, but at the same time you had Black Swan, which was the shadow part, and the ego part, which is on. So it was almost like you had 4 songs to introduce the album, or like use for like a lead up to the album or a lead single to the album type of thing. And like, I mean, if you think about it from like a concept perspective, like that is pretty hard to comprehend for an average listener, that you have 4 songs that I can attach, attach an album concept to. You get what I mean? So it's like, like you almost need a presentation to tell, okay, so we have this and this. So in terms of the album's whole concept, I think it gives a really interesting mood. I really love the traditional instruments. And I think the final thing why I really like this much, because it has so much potential for live performances.
Absolutely.
I think that's the other thing, that if you're a K-pop fan, you cannot disregard. We are always watching videos of, okay, so how is that going to look live, or how's going to be the live performance? It's almost as exciting to watch a live comeback stage as it is just to listen to the song. If some would say more exciting.
Often it's more exciting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with some of the not so challenging. As long as
they're singing live.
Yeah,
it's a big bugbear of mine.
True. And like some of the not so interesting songs that has like spectacular choreography, but the songs I can barely remember. Like SF9, for example, like had their first like #1, and the song I honestly
Good Guy?
don't even, I don't.
I
really
like
remember
Good Guy. That's a good song.
I know, but I don't really remember like the.
But it's basically the same as one of their other songs, so.
But I really loved the choreography, so. And the performance was just like overwhelming, and like you were like, oh yeah, and they obviously deserve it. But you get what I mean, like.
Yeah, this is something I find when I go to the dance class, because like there'll be songs I really don't like, and then they play them and we do the dance, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here for this now. Like we did Ace Savage at the last one, and I hate that song, but now I don't mind that song because the choreography is really fun. Yeah.
I think this is exactly
like difference.
K-pop is like a big. That is a package that involves so many things that you can enjoy, and like you basically select the stuff that you enjoy, whether it's the style or it's the music or anything else really that accompanies it. So, or just being part of a a fandom and being part of a culture. So that's very good. Okay, should we go to the next song?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.